What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Game for Daniel, aka Big T, and back with another unboxing video. Today I have a big box, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. So if you don't know, this is a Philavilla, I think. I can't say that word. I think Philavilla, but it is a fireplace heater with a built-in entertainment center, and it weighs about 47 pounds. So let's go ahead and open it up. So our new heater is gonna go right here. Our old heater used to sit here, and the reason why I went with this heater is the fact we need something better that heats better and has energy saving, which this one does, because our electric bill is outrageous recently. Past cold nights we've had. This one's in the bathroom. This is the one we used to have in the living room, but this one literally has one element that went out, so it's only heating by one more element, and if that goes out, then it's completely done. The second switch right here is supposed to be 1,000 watt, but as you see, it turns right off because that element went right out of it, so it burned out. So it only has the 1,500 watt left, and that's it. And then obviously the fireplace, it used to move, it don't move anymore. It's basically just a light now. But yeah, definitely an upgrade to this big sucker. And I think this one cost me about $175, $180, I believe. So yeah, let's see what a $180 heater gets you. First things first, you gotta appreciate the packaging that they got going on here. So it looks like we got a manual. Yep. So there's the instruction manual for it. So it goes from 750 to 1,500 watt. Weight limitation, so I can only put 44 pounds on top of that, which is fine because my TV, my old Sony TV, is gonna go right on it. Let's put that to the side. Let's pull out the little stuff first. Alright, so this looks like part of the wood. Okay. Obviously, you know we gotta put this together. We got another small box over here. And this is where basically the screws. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff in here. So, I'm going to pull these out. We got a small long box, assuming that's part of the wood of the entertainment. And we got the main right here. Actually, this might be the heater. Probably. This is probably the heater. Okay, and we still got more. So there's those. Then we got more down here. Alright. And it's an empty box. Take that off. There you go. So I'm assuming that's part of the top, and this is probably part of the bottom. But real wood, definitely real wood. Alright, so this one, there's more. I loved how it's been wrapped individually. I love it. So that, obviously that's the bottom, that's where it heats. That's where it's gonna blow the heat out. Alright, look at that. Look at that nice design. That is just a nice touch. I have a feeling this sucker's gonna be huge. Oh man, I never had one of these, but it's just so cool to actually finally have one and like put one of these together. And this one right here is the main event. This one's got to be the heater. Even sounds like it, so let's get it open. All right, looking pretty good so far. Nice foam right here, cushion. All right, so it's definitely a lot bigger than the one in the bathroom I just showed you guys, which is good. That is good. Oh wow. Oh wow, that actually looks really nice. Really nice. Heck yeah. That comes down. Okay. That is cool. We got vents on the side. Heck yeah. Getting hot. Carrying all this. Alright, so you see that little spin move almost fell. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna put together the whole like entertainment together. Like I said, when I said it's my first, I actually own an entertainment in the bedroom. Right there's the entertainment. But what I meant was like, technically this is my first buying one and have to put it together. I've always bought them, like that one I got off somebody that was already put together for me. So this is gonna be my first actually like putting one together, which is pretty cool. Can't wait. So I love how they're individually wrapped. That is awesome. Look at this nice, look at that. Look at that nice texture. That is a really nice, like, wow. I think that's the same color what I have in the bedroom. Now they had different colors I could have chose. I could have went with white. I went with obviously more of an oak brown color, but white would have just got stained too easy. So I'm gonna put this out there right now. So after all these you have to put together, it comes with screws and everything, but make sure you have your own tools. Make sure you have your at least like screwdrivers and stuff. If you don't have screwdrivers, then you wouldn't be able to put it together because this doesn't come with a screwdriver. Obviously I have a toolkit, but I'm just letting you guys know for ones that want to buy this, just make sure you have, you know, a couple screwdrivers laying around. All right, so I am gonna start with this bottom piece first. Actually, they're labeled too. So I guess the label, like see it's labeled B. So I'm assuming the label is like on the instructions manual if you want to go with the instructions manual. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, shows you what level. Alright, so B is the bottom. Okay, I couldn't tell if it was the bottom or the top, but now I know it's the bottom. Alright, so that is the bottom. So that will basically set like that. My bad, it sets like this, because that it makes sense. Because look, this is where the screw holes are. And it's got rubber feet. Well, not really rubber feet, but it's got plastic feet on the bottom. So B sets like that on the bottom, and F goes on the bottom. So B, this guy. So they make it pretty nice and labeled for you so you know how it puts together if you don't know, which is nice. So this one's E. Go peel that off. And that's what that looks like. And yes, that is attached to it. That's more for like looks and design. They even label the bag of what goes to what. So that is really nice, man. Because some companies, they would just throw stuff in there and tell you to figure out yourself. These guys were nice enough to label it and made a nice instructions manual. to tell you what goes where and where goes who. You know what I'm saying? They took the time, so I definitely appreciate that, guys. I'm definitely gonna have to leave them a good feedback. I'll leave the link in the description where I bought this at. It was on eBay. Like I said, I think $180. So if you guys are interested, I will leave the link in the description. Alright, so I'm just kind of sorting this through. Lay all these out so I know. Okay. See, look at that. Look, they even they took the time and they tell you exactly what to do. And it tells you it takes about 60 minutes, so about an hour to put this together. I'm hoping I can get this put together before I have to go to work today. So I was going to show you guys how to put this together, but honestly, I really shouldn't have to show you guys a video how to make it, because it literally tells you. I mean, I'm reading through it and it tells you from step by step how to do this. So if you guys do order this, you'll know how to put it together, because they make sure they label everything for you. So I got my straight screwdriver and Phillips. I think all you need is the Phillips, but I have my straight just in case. Yeah, so all you need is Phillips. So you don't even need a straight screwdriver. As long as you have Phillips, as long as you have this, the Phillips screwdriver, you have one of these laying around the house, you can be able to put this together. So make sure you have this setting like that, is what it said. Go ahead and put your screw in. Alright, so I had the wrong screws. Make sure you have the more thicker ones for this, because the little ones just slide right through. And I almost made a boo-boo. I almost screwed it all the way in, so you see that it almost cracked on the other side. So you don't want to do that. Alright, so that's what it should look like. Just snug it. Don't tighten it all the way yet. And it says that do not fully tighten until all panels are assembled. So I'm just kind of snugging them for now, so it's on there. And we do the same for the other side. Line these two holes up like that, and then grab your thicker. They'll look like that. They're a lot thicker on the top. All right, so that's it for E. And it says step 2, attach all plastic connectors X, which is this, to panels C, D, and E as shown. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. So they look like this. They kind of look like, they're definitely wood. They're wood, but yeah, they kind of look like Lego blocks in a way, or dominoes. So we go ahead and take one of these up here, take the more longer screws. Okay, make sure it's all lined up. Yep. Alright. And go ahead and screw that sucker in. Just like that. I'm just snugging it, just enough to snug. And when you screw these in, see how that looks smaller than that side? Make sure you screw them in that way, like that. It should go in like that. If it goes in like that, then you're doing it right. But if you flip it around and put it in this way, it's not gonna screw in right. Alright, so I need my other D. So we're doing all the D's and all the C's. And we're gonna be linking it together with E. Alright, so we do the same thing like we did the D. Now we do the same thing to C, the same way we did D. Add these plastics on both ends. Even though they don't feel like plastic, I think it's wood. They just say plastic, but it's not. All right, so I have all these, all the little panels put together. Now I'm gonna attach them to E. So I think I'm gonna start with D and then work my way with C. Or I think you attach C and D together and then put it on E. Whoops, I forgot these on C. So there's 2 more I have to put, or 3 more I have to put on the sides. Alrighty, now they're all put on there. Now we attach D and C together. So it lines up with that, and then you just kind of put it like that, and yeah, screw it in. You want to use the KD screws, the thicker ones, for that one, because it should look like that. Alright, so never mind that screw. It doesn't even go in all the way. So you want to grab these are the KD screws. Use these. There you go, and it should look like that when it goes in. So what we did right there, we do the same for the other corners to make sure it's nice and secured. Again, use the more skinny, longer screws. And if you do it right, it should look like that. D and C put together. And do the same for the other C and D. Alright guys, so next we put side panels C, D, and G to the bottom base of B. I'm assuming G is this one. Actually, that one's A. Where's G? Where's G? Maybe G is the heater? Yeah, because I'm not seeing a G. And this is an F. That's a F, B, E, A, and then C, D. Yeah, I'm assuming G is the heater, because it would go right in the middle. Alright, so let's go ahead and put those together. C and D on the bottom base of B. Alright guys, so it would basically set like this. Make sure these two are lined up with those 2 holes. So like that. And then use them smaller KD screws on each side. And then you do the same for this side with that. Make sure they're nice and tight. So I'm doing the other side now. Go ahead and tighten that up until it stops turning. And if you're doing it right, it should look like this so far. That's what it should be looking like. Alright, so next is obviously F, which is where the heater is gonna be setting. So we're gonna need the larger KD screws for this one. So it should set like that. Well, it should set like that with the F facing up. And then, you know it's right if it looks like that. Alright, and then we go ahead and take our larger screw, and we basically just screw those in right there on both ends. Go ahead and take our screw, and then make sure you line it up with the holes up top. So I'm holding it up just enough so I can get this screw in. Alright, and go ahead and do the other side. So I'm doing the other side. Boom, should look like that. Alright, now we're gonna put the heater inside. Before we do, it says to make sure attach the legs Q with 8 screws on each side. So we need to attach the legs so it don't go anywhere. So go ahead and get our little legs. It has the little screws with it. Alright. Alright, so after figuring this out, the feet should go like that. It should basically go like that, and you can adjust it. And if you flip the heater over, there's more screws that go in, and it should look like that. And then do the same for the other side. Alright guys, so make sure it don't look like this. I put it on wrong. Make sure it looks like that. It should be hanging from the side, not like this. It's got to hang from the side. So I got to take these off and redo them. Alright guys, so if you do it right, it should look like that. And then when you put it in, it should line up with that hole on each side. Alright guys, so I was having trouble trying to get it to slide in, and it wouldn't line up with these holes. So I was like, okay, maybe this ain't right. Maybe it ain't supposed to set like that. I originally had it like that. But then I flipped it around, put it back in, and now it's sitting on the bottom, and now the holes are matching. So I bet you that's probably why it wouldn't go in right, because this is actually where the heater sets right on top. So let me go ahead and re-screw these in and then try again by inserting the heater and see what I get. Alright, so it should look like that. Go ahead and grab my heater. Okay, so that's what it was. It's supposed to line up just like that. So it's sitting there now, and then you take these guys and they basically just sit right on top, and then you go ahead and mount it in. So this guy is what holds the heater down, just like that. So go ahead, insert that screw in. Yep. Make sure you use the longer screws. Is this the long screw? No. Longer screw. There we go. And same. So just like that, do the same for the other side. Alright guys, should look like that. We're almost done. So if you're doing it right, it should look like that. Yep, and you can pull that open and shut. Alright, we're almost there. Next is E. We want to get the top, line it up like that, and go ahead and screw both of those in. Alright, should look like that. Make sure you use the large screws. We're almost done. Now we just got to put the top on. Alright, so now we use these guys, and just to make sure we secure the heater, we mount them like that, just to keep the heater from, you know, falling out. Gives it more secure. And for these, you just use the little short black screws. Never mind, you use these short ones. Should look like that. Alright, so now we go ahead and put the top piece on. So that's what the top would look like. And these screws go up in them black things in the corner, and they just go up in. So there's one there, one there, one there, and one there. Alright guys, we are all done. Now it does come with a wall anchor. Basically you attach this to the heater to the wall you want it, just in case like something happens and the heater falls over. You know, this would keep it from tipping over. I'm not going to install that, but it is an option if you guys want to put a wall anchor. Like I said, it basically attaches to the heater to the wall just to keep it from falling. Alright guys, and once we are all done, this is what it should look like. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Wow, that looks so good in person. That is really nice. So where I'm putting it, go ahead and take the plastic off the cord. Alright guys, so here is the reveal of the new fireplace heater, and voila, that is how I have it. Right there is my racing simulator, and then I got my two Kenwood speakers with my systems and my guitars right above it, and my pictures of Mac Miller, Marilyn Manson, and Kurt Cobain. but that is a nice spot for it. Let's go ahead and turn it on, see what it looks like. So we'll just kick on. So that's the fire. Ooh, that is pretty. Go ahead and kick on the heater. So we'll do 750. So that is the temperature, the thermostat. I can kick that on where I want to adjust it. And this is the setting of the, you can adjust the settings of the fireplace light. Oh, that is nice. Wow. I'm already feeling heat like right away. It's got a nice blow to it too, and it's quiet. And once you're done, should look like that. Wow, that is just beautiful. That is nice. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me unboxing it and putting it together. I hope this video helps you guys out, and I will see you guys in the next video. I have something else that I want to show you guys, that I have something else big coming that I want to put together, so stay tuned for that. Till next time guys, I'll see you in the next one. Woo, love it. And I'm gonna put my TV right on top. Oh yeah. Till next time guys, peace.